Hello everyone, Serghar here. I hope you are doing well today, and we are back to talk about Total War Elysium. Last time I've made feedback on global gameplay, global games, etc. So today I would like to talk about one of my most beloved faction, which would be Troy. So I really like Troy. I really like Troy faction because I think the three generals were pretty interesting in their own way and were very different, which was a thing that I really like to have different gameplay but with the same inside the same faction. So let's talk first about Penthesilea. So Penty was mostly a common aggro deck. Was mostly an aggro generals, which is kinda good, but she's maybe the one that I like the less because I'm not big fan of aggro. I'm not a big fan of aggro player. I'm not not the best aggro player, etc. So this is not my kind of way I like to play cards games. When I play card games, I prefer mostly play combo decks, control decks, mid range. I'm not a very big fan of aggro. Yeah, to be honest. But this layer was good, and maybe I would like to see something in the future, more Penthesilea mid-range deck based around Shattered Effect, because her signature card is here to work with Shattered Effect. There is powerful Shattered Effect in Troy, but I think we need more Shattered Effect on early game cards. Okay, that cards that cost 1, 2, 3 provision to have a powerful, to have a real Shattered deck. And yeah, I would like to see a Shattered deck in Troy with Penthesilea, with the Satyr, for example, and cards like that. I think it would be very, very cool to see, and but yeah, for the moment this kind of deck doesn't exist, but maybe one day we will see that happen, and I will be very happy. So yeah, Penthesilea is maybe the Troy leader that I've played the less because it was not a quite good feeling with it, but mostly because she was dedicated to aggro deck and not to mid-range. But if one day Troy Shattered is a thing, I'm pretty sure I would like to play her with this kind of gameplay. So let's see what will happen in the future for Troy and Shattered Troy. But yeah, why not? Then let's talk about Agamemnon, because Agamemnon was and is a very cool leader, is a powerful leader, because to be able to move to switch to move to the other line for free while having a short range with your passive is very, very powerful, especially if you couple that with campfire that restore 2 health when you move aside. So that means that when you move, you can restore for free 4 health to Agamemnon, which is very, very, very good. Maybe too good, maybe too powerful. And yeah, so I didn't mind seeing Agamemnon nerf, maybe losing some HP, maybe 1 or 2 HP, just because the ability his core ability is very good, very powerful. Plus, if you have Ritual Sacrifice and on card like Eric Minotaurs, mean that you can go for 8 damage as short range it's pretty terrifying. So yeah, I think Agamemnon needs a slightly nerf on this HP to make it a little weaker, and just to be sure that it will not being so powerful that it will destroy everything on the ladder. So yeah, you need to counterbalance the ability of just free trade with your heroic, with your passive and signature card. While so yeah, you need to compensate it by maybe one minus 1, minus 2 HP. But I really like Agamemnon gameplay because Agamemnon is based around heroic. I mean, Agamemnon is based around playing things on empty line, and the best way to play things on empty line is to play them on curve. So Agamemnon is mid-range. It's not a control deck, it's a mid-range deck. It's an aggro mid-range curve. It's a tempo curve deck. So that means that the card you play on empty line with heroic effect, which is very good. I really like heroic effect. Is pretty good to, because the heroic effect add a lot of tempo. For example, you play Greek Militia on turn 2, you basically have a 4/4 for 2 provision, which is, or 2 supply, which is very good. So same things for Mycenaean Chariot. Mycenaean Chariot, you play it on 5, you add 1 Mycenaean Chariot plus 2 archers. It's a lot of tempo. You put a lot of tempo in your on the board against your opponent. So yeah, this is very nice way to play. I like this way of playing decks. As I like to play tempo, I like to play on curve. It's a good feeling, you know, to say, okay, sometimes I don't have to just think 2, 3, 5, 4 turns ahead. I just need to play what is on my hand. Okay, I'm turn 3, I have 3 supplies, let's put a card that costs 3. I am on turn 5, let's put a card that costs 5 supply. Sometimes it just feels good to play like that, and yes, so Agamemnon was this kind of leader, was this kind of deck, while it was very good with signature card and its passive, the deck was fine. It was just so nice to play. So yeah, maybe nerf it again, nerf 1 or 2 HP just to make it weaker. But yeah, the combo with ritual sacrificial is just too good. Heroic cards are really good, so nothing more to say. And let's finish with our beloved Priam. So Priam is maybe my most beloved leader of Total War Elysium, because it's a really difficult leader to play, because you look very weak with your 15 HP against the 20, the medium 20 HP or even 30 HP. So yeah, Priam looks very weak on papers, but his signature card is just so good to defend yourself. It's deal 2. It's literally for 1 turn, heal for 2 and give +2 damage. While it's stun your unit, yes, but when it's on a structure like Castle Wall, for example, it becomes a 0-9. It's not a big thing, because 0-9, okay, you don't care, you just trade on it, you lose nothing. It's a little complicated to go through, but well, a little complicated. It will make time because it has 9 HP, which is really good on the game. Total War Elysium has medium cards are generally between 2 or 4 damage. Sometimes they have more, but yeah, I think the medium is between 2 and 4 damage. That's the average. But so put a 0-9. It's very good because it will require maybe 2 or 3 units to kill it. But put a 2-11. Oh my god. That becomes so complicated because a 2-11 on the board means I can trade back, means I will be more resilient. So yeah, just Desperate Defense is just so good. I will not change it. I will not nerf Priam. I think Priam is very good. People are losing against him because they don't know how to play against, or because you are a very good Priam. That's a second option. But yeah, I will not touch Priam. I think Priam is really good, and I really like the idea of Priam spawning his child at every day. So Dayphobius was very good when you need it, and each has a real utility. It's not like, okay, this child is completely garbage and this one is just completely OP. No, the 3 can be garbage, the 3 can be very useful. I would say Cassandra is obviously the best one because you want to draw, and to be able to protect her with Desperate Defense is very good because it will because that means that every day you draw 2 cards that open that open the way what you are going to play. It gives you answers to your opponent. It helps you to go to search for the key card of your deck, like Demolition, for example, Out of Position, Stellar of Troy. So there's a lot of cards that you want to have in your hand, and Cassandra is very good at that. But to be able to just stall the game with Troilus is very good too, because sometimes you need just to have one fix to stun everything and just earn you 1 turn. So if you are under pressure, Troilus is very, very good. And to put pressure on board, Dayphobius is just perfect because put a 5/5 for 1. Damn! It's a 5/5 for 1! So yeah, I really love this kind of thing. Plus I really love it. I really love this mechanic of spawning things. That means that you can add some cards, some heroes from the game, while yeah, you can add and put some heroes into your game, why not just created new cards that goes to your collection. So here you have, just by playing Priam, you have 3 new cards nearly every game that you can play without having them in your collection. And I really like this kind of things. So yeah, let's keep like that. But yeah, Priam is, again, I think Priam is very good, very difficult to play, but when you master Priam, oh, that feels so good. That feels so good to just tempo, control the board of your opponent, like you can see here. Control the board of your opponent, then just wait, tank yourself, put a lot of structures on the board. I really like structures, and boost it, then demolition, wipe the board, clean, and turn the tide of the battle in your favor. So yeah. So if I resume, I know resume is not it's not the same word in French and in English, because in French resume is more like a conclusion. It is more a conclusion, but in English resume is like it's like, okay, you have pause, and you resume and you continue to hear the story. So, in conclusion, let's keep to the English. In conclusion, I've really liked Troy. Troy was really good to see to have these 3 different kind of gameplay with 3 different leaders, each going in their own direction, and God, that was really good to see. I would like to see more Penthesilea Shattered deck. I would like maybe to see again a nerf because it was very powerful, but don't touch Priam. Don't touch Priam. Okay guys, so this is the end of my review for Troy faction of Total War Elysium. Next video, I think we will talk about 3 kingdoms, and that's all. Feel free to share your own feedback of the faction to see if you agree with me or not, and why if you are not. And see you next time. It was Serghar at your service.